Welcome to another edition of Web Chat with the Mayor. I'm Chris McMillan, joined as always by the wonderful Mayor of Woodstock, Trevor Birtch. How are you doing, Trevor?
Very good. It's getting to be that time of year where we reflect back on all the great things that have happened, and of course look forward to all of those great get-togethers that we'll have with families and friends here in the Friendly City. And I know that others have already started thinking about those goals and aspirations for 2020. So it's a busy time of year.
Absolutely, and want to get right into it. This is a year in review for the city of Woodstock. What stands out? First of all, I want to talk about the highlights. What stands out to you as some really positive things from the past year in the city of Woodstock?
Well, when we take a look at our community, it's definitely continuing to grow. We're here at the crossroads of the highway, and industry is continuing to expand. So employment opportunities for all of the young people and families that are coming to our community are here. And we also see all of the growth that's been happening with new houses and new apartment buildings, and this council has been working really hard to look for the future for the expansion of the city. So we actually have completed an official boundary adjustment with Southwest Oxford, our township neighbors to the west. So over the coming years we'll see some new subdivisions and apartment buildings going in on the west side of the city, and we've seen a lot of growth. In fact, the apartment buildings, we're starting to see a lot of the older families that have many of the small homes in neighborhoods. They're getting to the point where they can't shovel the snow or cut the grass, and it's nice to see these new buildings coming in to give them opportunity to downsize and allow that house to come out on the market for a young family. The city's continued to work on our transit. We'll be introducing a new route that'll help get us into some of the areas in the northeast and help provide a little more service to the industrial areas. So that's a win-win for everybody. And I just want to remind everybody about the downtown. There's lots of new exciting businesses that have opened up this year. I know I hear a lot of about the issues regarding homelessness and some of the empty storefronts on Dundas, but I think we've really started to turn a corner. We have a plan that'll be coming out in the new year, and we're going to ask for the community's help on instituting that plan for downtown. But seeing all of these new businesses starting to pop up, it's great. So I encourage everybody over the holidays to get downtown, take a break. If you haven't been to the Santa's house yet, get to the Santa's house. But take a look at those new storefronts on Dundas. There's lots of restaurants, baking, and new retail.
I was just there yesterday to get my hair cut. Love downtown Woodstock. I have to bring it up too. One of the big stories of the year, the cyber attack. How's the city doing now as we move forward from that?
Yeah. So the city, we have amazing staff. So throughout the entire process where we had the interruption, everybody really stepped up. For most of the citizens, they didn't even notice that interruption of service. So all the programming and everything else still went off without a hitch. So kudos to staff, great job. Now, this was something that was unanticipated, and what we were able to do through the process of rebuilding was make sure that our network for the future is more secure, and that this type of an attack can't happen again. The financing of it, we had to rejig things a little bit. It means that some of the equipment that might have been replaced next year, the year after, has now been replaced. So we'll take those monies out of reserves and make sure that there's no added cost to the taxpayers.
What are you most looking forward to in 2020?
Well, in 2020, we're going to continue on with our strategic visioning for many of our programs. We're at this tipping point in the Friendly City. We see so many of the programs actively subscribed, and we want to make sure we continue to expand those services that'll improve the quality of life for all of our residents. And of course, we have a few issues at the county that are still brewing over there, such as waste management and tax ratios. So all of the councillors from the city of Woodstock assigned to county council will be working hard on that in the new year to make sure we do what's right.
Absolutely. And I don't see you again. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Anything you want to add?
Oh, just a Merry Christmas to everybody. And if you have a few spare moments, even if you don't have any family members in any of the long-term care homes or retirement homes, stop in, wander around, smile, and you might make a new friend. And giving a hug and a nice Christmas greeting to one of those individuals who helped contribute to our community over the years, it could really make their day. So get out there and wish others Merry Christmas.
That is some great advice from the mayor of Woodstock. We're the friendly city for a reason, right? I'm Chris McMillan, joined as always by Woodstock Mayor Trevor Birtch. Make sure to join us again next year for another edition of Web Chat.